Okay, in the previous classes, we have seen some natural phenomena, right? Yes. And now also we are continuing with the same chapter. So in the previous class, we have seen how to do activities which are given in the textbook, right? How to find the effects of the charged body which have been charged by different materials. Yes. And today we will see the results. I will start sharing my screen. Okay, look at the screen. Just observe the screen. Okay. Okay. Now, as you can see in the on the screen, yes, this is activity 2, right? Yes, table 1, right? So, as you can see, the object was refill, bits of paper. Material used for testing is bits of paper. Effect before rubbing, effect after rubbing, right? Paper bits remain stationary. Paper bits get attracted to the refill. Next, pieces of dry leaves. What will be the effect before rubbing? Obviously, the pieces of dry leaves do not get attracted and they remain stationary. You can write it down when I am saying, okay. So they do not move, they remain stationary. Pieces of dry leaves. Next, after rubbing, effect after rubbing. Pieces of dry leaves get attracted to the refill. Like the bits of paper, pieces of dry leaves get attracted to the refill. Yes. Next, husk. Husk means I told you, right? Endu gaddi posalu, all those is husk. Okay, very small things, tiny bits of those dry ఎండి గడ్డి పోసలు లేకపోతే అదర్వైజ్ ద రైస్ వరి వస్తుంది కదా దానివి పొట్టు. Okay, that is called husk. Yesterday I already told you, right? So that also remains stationary before rubbing the refill. Before rubbing the refill, when you bring the husk near the refill, the husk remains stationary. After rubbing, effect after rubbing will be the husk gets attracted to the refill. Yes. Next, comb. Effect before rubbing, bits of paper remain stationary. Effect after rubbing, bits of paper get attracted. Yes. Pieces of dry leaves remain stationary before rubbing, get attracted after rubbing. Husk remains stationary, gets attracted after rubbing. Balloon, bits of paper, they remain stationary and gets attracted after rubbing. Same thing for all the others. Before rubbing, all the tiny things, bits of paper, pieces of dry leaves, husk, they all remain stationary. After rubbing the balloon, with the woolen cloth, bits of paper will get attracted to it. Same with the drinking straw also. Now, let us see the next table. Let us see the next table. Yes. What is the table about? To find the effects of the charged bodies which have been rubbed by different materials. We have taken different materials like refill, inflated balloon, comb, eraser, steel spoon, etc. Right? Now, after rubbing the refill with plain paper, will the pieces of paper get attracted to it? No. No. After rubbing the refill with plain paper, the refill does not get charged. The pieces of paper will not get attracted. Okay. Next, polythene sheet. When you use the polythene sheet to rub the refill, after rubbing, when you bring the refill near the pieces of paper, the pieces of paper gets attracted. So you write there, yes. Next, after rubbing with woolen cloth, do the pieces of paper get attracted? Yes. The answer is yes. Only for plain paper, it is no. When you rub with the plain paper, the refill does not get charged up. Next comes, we'll go on to inflated balloon. Now, what is given? Rub the inflated balloon over your dry hair. Does it attract the pieces of paper or not? No, it does not attract. So the answer is no in the column. You have to write no. Next, after rubbing the inflated balloon with polythene sheet, does it attract pieces of paper or not? Yes, it attracts. It attracts the pieces of paper. Next item is after rubbing the inflated balloon with woolen cloth. If you use a woolen cloth to rub inflated balloon, does it attract the pieces of paper? What answer did you get? The answer is yes. It attracts the pieces of paper. I'll write again on the board. Okay. Now next, but you have to write before that. Next comes to comb. After rubbing the comb with plain paper, does it attract the pieces of paper? No. The answer is no. Why? Because, excuse me, the comb does not get charged up. It does not get charged up. Next, after rubbing the comb with polythene sheet, does it attract pieces of paper? The answer is yes. It attracts the pieces of paper. Next, after rubbing the woolen cloth with the comb, does the comb attract pieces of paper? The answer is yes. It attracts the pieces of paper. And the next material is eraser. The eraser which you use to erase the whatever you have written with the pencil. Now, after rubbing the eraser with dry hair, does it attract pieces of paper, dry hair? The answer is no. After rubbing the eraser with polythene sheet, does it attract pieces of paper? No, it doesn't. It does not attract. Next, after rubbing the eraser with woolen cloth, does it attract bits of paper? The answer is no. Next, steel spoon. The next material is steel spoon. Now look at the steel spoon. Take a plain paper, take a steel spoon, rub the steel spoon with the plain paper. After rubbing, bring the steel spoon near bits of paper. Does it attract the bits of paper? No, it does not attract the bits of paper. Again, after that, you take a polythene sheet. Take a polythene sheet, rub the steel spoon, bring the steel spoon near the bits of paper. Does it attract? No. The next one is woolen cloth. Bring woolen cloth, rub the steel spoon with the woolen cloth. Sorry. woolen cloth, and after that, bring the steel spoon near the bits of paper. What do you observe? It does not attract the bits of paper. So these are the outcomes of that activity, lab activity, which I ask you to do at home. Okay. Now the question is, why some materials are able to attract after rubbing with different materials, and why some materials are unable to attract? The question is that. Okay. Now, when we look at the eraser and spoon, we have got these two materials with different materials. What are they? First one was right here. Next, polythene sheet. Next, woolen cloth. Next, same. Nail paper, polythene sheet, woolen cloth. Okay. Woolen cloth. So what is the answer? What was the answer? That's the bits of paper. Okay. Right. The answer is no, no, no. Here also no, 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 no. So why it is not attracting the bits of paper? What is the reason? See, when we have rubbed the refill with the polythene sheet, it attracts the bits of paper. Now, why this teaspoon is not attracting, even though it is a good conductor of electricity? It has charges in it. Still, it is not attracting. What is the reason for that? See, now I tell you the reason why the steel spoon is not attracting the bits of paper. The reason is steel spoon is a good conductor of electricity. It is very good conductor. So as soon as you just charge it, as soon as you rub the steel spoon with polythene sheet, what will happen? Your body is also a good conductor. So what will happen? The charges will flow into your body even though you do not touch the rubbed part. Why? Because steel spoon is a good conductor. That's why. So the charges enter your body, again they discharge to your body to the earth. That is why steel spoon does not attract the bits of paper. Now I'll just show you once again how to do that activity. So what you have to do? First of all, tear a paper. So just tear the paper into tiny pieces, very tiny pieces. Yes, like this. Just tear them. Now place them somewhere. Now I am using a, let us say this is a woolen cloth, this is a plastic scale. Instead of paper, I am using the plastic scale. So what I am doing, I am rubbing the plastic scale. Look at the scale, I am not touching this part. The part which is being rubbed over the woolen cloth, I am not touching that part. So what I am doing, just rubbing the scale. So after that, what I will do, I'll bring the scale near the bits of paper. Okay, once again we'll just rub it. So when you bring the scale near the bits of paper, yes, you can see here they got attracted even though I'm not touching the bits of paper. So what is happening? If I bring the scale more times near the paper, what is happening? It will stop attracting. Why? Already the charge has transferred. Okay. So this is what will happen. It got attracted. It was lifted into the air and it got attracted to the scale. To do the same thing. Okay. And check the results. Now, in the next session, we will be seeing what are the different types of charges and how do the different types of charges interact. Okay, students. Thank you. Have a good day.